Yes, thank you. So apologize, I sent the slides to the wrong colleague, but at the very end it turns out to be good. Looking at a little bit at the value change from UNESCO and research, also what Azayali has shown to WMO in operational hydrology. So the GTN-H, what is it? Maybe who have heard of the GTN-H? If you're more interested, outside there are some flyers about. It's a global terrestrial network for hydrology. It was also on one slide in the morning sessions already. Calling that is done by our as a UNESCO center. That's not entirely true. We do that on behalf of the Global Climate Observing System and the WMO. And what you see is a network, and maybe you can read some of the abbreviations here, which you do know. In particular, you already know, where is it? Here's a GGMN. Elizabeth has kindly introduced GPCCs for precipitation, the Global Data Center. Most of you should know the Global Runoff Data Center, of course, International Soil Moisture Network, and other data centers as well. One interesting feature maybe is also they are not all related to the same UN organizations, but most of them contribute to the UN system. It's mostly WMO, but it's also UNESCO. It's FAO. It's also the International Atomic Energy Agency, as well as the Environmental Program of the UN system. So quite a divorce, and we have to bring that together. And for that, already more than 20 years ago, the GTN-H was founded, and we have now the honor to be a forum for the data centers, for all the needs and demands, and also to generate combined products, let's say. Another role which we do have as an UNESCO center is the lead of the Output 3 in the IHP 9 strategy. The priority area 3 is about bridging the data and knowledge gaps. And the Output 3.3 is there for bringing research data together with operational data. So we do host some of the data centers in our center together with the National Hydrological Service of Germany, with the BFG, which is operating the Global Runoff Data Center already since more than 36 years. And together with the Federal Institute of Hydrology, our center is operating the GEMStat database. That's a global water quality database in more than 10 years right now. And we took over from a research project at the TU Vienna, always funded by funding by the European Space Agency, at a university, but the university said, I mean, that it's not our purpose. We have to bring that to operation, and so we could also take over the Global Soil Moisture Network from TU Vienna. This has started as a students' project, you know? And the colleagues in Vienna brought it really on a really mature level that we could take it over. Again, maybe what Elizabeth told for groundwater, it's improving, but the general picture still is this one. That's a map from the global runoff data. I think that's already here a little bit outdated. It's from January 2023. Of course, it's improving slightly, but the key figure, what you see here, is the same. Blue data means that is quite recent data. Red data means that's dating back to the mid of 1980s and older. And that is a situation for most of our data center. The pattern looks really same for all observations. Some member states, I mean, there's a differentiation sometimes between water quantity and quality, but the overarching pattern is really the same. And by the way, it's also the same what you see in Robin, no? So we have to overcome this. So we are really here between operational hydrology and research and science. So how to overcome these data gaps in infrastructure. I think that is where we're here, and that is where I want to show maybe also the role in the what we call the UN system-wide strategy for water and sanitation, where really the UN system has to work together. And some examples. This is quite an old example. In Eurofriend, the Friend flow regimes of international experimental and network data, quite old. With the first flagship initiative of UNESCO HP started in the 84, I think, or 85. First ambition was to bring to the researchers the European water data together. That was a European water archive. In 2014 already, the GRTC took over that. That was a legacy of a Friend activity into a WMO database, let's say. Same happened to Southern African Friend.
That is a reason why we still in Southern Africa have blue data spots until today. That was an impact of IHP to WMO to our all, no? To the entire system. Nowadays, another example also already mentioned here by Rolf is a caravan and the camels data sets. GTC is now already also providing the data to the caravan data set. There's a global data set available which you can download from the colleagues of GRTC, and that can be used. And also here, the Robin project, the colleagues from CH have meeting us in Koblenz, and we said, okay, our friend is the right place. We have this legacy history, and we have to bring the data together. We have to work together in research and operation, and this is really working quite good. And the main message of this presentation is go out, spread the word, invest in these research projects. Don't forget the operational forecasting projects, but we really need this research initiatives like Robin nowadays or Caravan and all the engagement. And we also need the legacy in these operational data centers, no? As a long-lasting data infrastructure is working then 30 to 40 years already in that field. So we are happy here to contribute and work together. I think we have a lot of potential bringing the data in. Friend Water Initiative is one, but also Greider is maybe a newer flagship where we can work together. And the last 3 points is just cited from the HP 9 strategy for priority area 3. It's about correctly collect, analyze, interpret, and exchange data, establishment of harmonized experimental basins. Also here we have quite a huge source in IHP with the eco-hydrology sites, with helping, with Friend, with the ERB. So there are some networks, and we have really to reach out and to ask for the data. And we have to compare and validate the data. And we have also, I mean, that is also what Rolf has said, or is the same for HydroSOS. We have to develop and share to apply the scientific tools for the data processing, which was quite denied strong by Rolf and Sayali. Thank you.